You're listening to The Den with Carson Vincent, and
Xavier Parker.
I'm here with CoachTrapp, head coach of the football team here at DCHS. We got a couple questions for him, see what's going on at football and what we expect next year.
CoachTrapp, how long have you been a teacher?
I've been a teacher here since 2005, so next year will be my 20th year.
And how long of that have you been a coach?
I got hired here also in 2005 to come in and be the head football coach. So, again, it'll be 20 years next year as the high school head coach. But I did coach for 6 years prior to that in our junior pro organization here. And for 3 of those, I was the head coach.
If you could only be a teacher or only be a coach, which one would you rather do?
I mean, not going to lie, it would definitely be a coach. But with being a coach, you're also a teacher also. So they do coincide a lot. And a lot of the things that, we're doing with our football guys, we attempt to do also in the classroom too.
I think even if you are here 7 hours a day as a teacher, being a coach definitely takes up more time and effort.
Well, typically my day starts, I'll show up on campus at 6, get my personal workout in and anything that I need to do. I try to do it early while everybody's in bed because I do want to get home when I can get home to be with my family. So I'm kindly early to rise and get as much done as I can, get out here early, go through our practice so that I can get home, be with my wife and kids.
Coaching and teaching for so long, what is your favorite part about probably coaching?
A lot of people would think that, a lot of coaches, and a lot of coaches may feel this way, that, winning is the number one priority. Now, don't get me wrong. We want to win at everything that we attempt to do, but really it's about the relationships that you get to build with young people. And I can remember being at middle, going through teaching school, and, we had to write our philosophy of teaching. And, I was always moved by seeing people have success by the things that I personally was able to teach them. So I think that what would explain my passion behind coaching and teaching in general is just seeing young people being able to have success with what I've been able to teach them.
Yeah, I definitely noticed you kind of with football players and stuff, you give them that kind of work ethic,
Well, you have to model what you want. You've had me in class. I believe all you guys have. As far as the way I am in class and the way I am in the football facility, there's a difference. We're kind of laid back more in class. But even so in my class, I say day one, it's not really so much about what they learn in my class, but understanding that every day you just got to show up and produce. So it's about that work ethic that you just mentioned is there's a process to work. There's a process to success. And that's really what I think is an important aspect, not only in football, but also in the classroom.
What about teaching? What would you say is something you look forward to and that you love about teaching?
Well, I'm a CTE teacher, so what that has meant for me, in the 20 years that I've been here is it constantly changes. Now when I first started, they hired me to do algebra. I wasn't a math teacher, so I was doing more homework than the kids were just to make sure I could teach them that. But being a business education teacher, again, the variety of things that I've been able to teach throughout the years, web design, video game design. Now we're flying drones.
Yeah.
We're flying drones in the classroom, computer science. When I first started, for years, I taught Microsoft Word, so just teaching kids how to format letters, which is kind of obsolete now. But we went through Google Class or the Google Suite package, so learning all about those things. So I'd say the variety of the things that I've been able to teach has been one aspect that I've enjoyed.
I think I was actually in your first class that did the drones. It was just me and one other student, yeah. Matthew Noakes.
Yeah, and y'all taught me just as much as I taught y'all in that class. So.
No clue what was going on. So at the start of every school year and every season, is there one specific event that you maybe look forward to as both a teacher and a coach?
Well, the unique thing about the start of the football season that, the general public may not be aware of, they see the start of the season as, August, because that's when we start our first games. But really the start of our new season starts in January of every year. So January 5th this year, that was our initial team meeting. So we've been going at it, after school, lifting weights and conditioning, getting ready for the season ever since that point. So, and the best thing about a new season is just, seeing the new guys that want to commit and attempt to, be a part of the football program. And It's a lot of time that we have to put in. We put in months and months of time of practice, to play 10 weeks and then hopefully get some bonus weeks. So, but one of the biggest things that I've learned is with each new season, you have to wipe the slate clean. And I say that so no matter how successful you was the year before or how unsuccessful you was the year before, it's a new opportunity. Like I said, we stand on our messages and our culture, but we do wipe the slate clean and start fresh. With the school year, kind of the same thing, new faces. Next year I'll be teaching mostly freshmen, so it'll be all new faces. But again, just the opportunity to learn new people, make new relationships, and hopefully build some kind of work ethic inside of them is what excites me the most.
I guess kind of like going off the back end, like as you're ending your career, like how would you want people to like remember you, future coaches or players remember you as after you retire?
So you think I'm close to the
No.
end?
I'm just saying.
No, that's a good question. I mean, definitely. I'm not going to lie. This is 20 years in. Now, I was only 26 years old when I got the job, so I'm 45 years old right now. And I told them the day that they gave me the job, because I was inexperienced. I had no experience coaching high school. I had a passion for coaching. Like I said, I'd helped junior pro, and within those 6 years, being head coach for 3 years, I found out what I wanted to do. I wanted to teach and come back and coach at the high school level. And it all kindly fell in my lap there in 2005. But I told them if they was willing to give me a job, then I would be here for 30 years or I would be nowhere. So that's what I told them. And, people's always ask, would you want to go coach college? Would you want to go coach big? No, I wouldn't. So I will coach here, again, 20 years. Some days it feels like it. Most days it don't. It's still fresh and new, and the kids is what makes it feel like that. But really, after I'm gone, I guess, is, just to see the things that have changed in 20 years since we've been here. And I say we because, I can't do anything by myself. I've had a lot of great parents, great players, great coaches that has helped. Our facilities have looked different. I think our play on the field has been different over the last couple of decades. But really, at the end of the day, just, a coach that was fair, a coach that was tough when he needed to be, a coach that loved every single player that he has ever had, even those that were challenges, and just somebody that loved DeKalb County and wanted DeKalb County to be the best that it ultimately could be.
So that you love DeKalb County, been here awful long time. What about after you retire? Do you think you'll see yourself definitely still coming to see the game, support the school?
Definitely. Like I said, I graduated here, went to school here. I was born in Georgia, but my family's from here. I come back when I was 6, 7, 8 months old. But definitely, like I said, this could be a one-year deal. It could be 10 more years. I mean, who knows? But like I said, I am passionate about DeKalb County. I was the kid in high school that had my room painted black and gold. So now, and I also remember Miss Harriet Cantrell asking me the first week of school in adult living, like, who wants to be a teacher? And y'all probably heard me say that. I usually tell this story on the first day of school, and I kindly laughed. That senior, I was really only taking that class because I was the only guy in there with 8 girls. Y'all know how that goes. And she was, Coach Wayne Cantrell's wife, so she knew who I was. That was the football coach. And she was like, well, why? And I told her, I remember it like it was yesterday. I said, why would I want to go to school for 13 years, kindergarten through 12th grade, to go to school for 4 more years in college, to come back to school for 30 more years? Why would a person want to do that? And she just looked at me and said, just be careful what you say. And look where I'm at. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
But I love her to death, and I appreciate her. But I am a homer. I do love DeKalb County. Of course, I'm going to be out here and, supporting and watching whenever that day may come. Hopefully it's many years down the road. And, we have a lot more years of success coming down the pike for DeKalb County football.
Well, thank you, Coach Trapp.
I appreciate you guys letting me speak.
Oh, yeah. All right. You're listening to The Den. Thank you for listening, and bye-bye.